Hi guys, it is Sunday and I am going to be making a meal for the week. I'm going to be making some Mexican lasagna today, so I thought I would bring you along and share how it's made and the process of it. I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. First you get some ground beef, a can of refried beans, a can of chopped olives. They don't have to be chopped, but it's just easier that way. Some salsa, whatever kind you like, some cheese, some no-boil lasagna, a package of taco seasoning, and some sour cream. First step, you have to ground the meat. After the meat is browned, then I always make sure that I drain my meat, get all that grease out of there because I don't want that floating around in the rest of my meal. Then just add it back in here, and next thing is to add the taco seasoning right here. It smells good already. Alright, now I want to open up my refried beans so I can add that into the pan as well. Just want to try to work it into the meat and get it all incorporated. This is probably the most difficult part of it, is getting it all in there nice and smooth. Preheat the oven to 350. Okay, so now all the cooking is out of the way. I'm going to assemble my lasagna and cook it in the oven. I made enough for two, so I doubled my recipe. So basically you just take your lasagna sheets, I'm trying to do this with one hand, and lay down in your pan as many as you need to cover the bottom, and you do not cook these first. That covers them. And then you put a layer of the meat mixture on top. And then on top of the layer that you just put in, on top of the meat, you put another layer of lasagna. And then the rest of the meat mixture on top of that. And you cover the rest with more noodles. I had to open up a second box of noodles. So the bottom will be meatier than the top, but that's okay. Okay. And then after this step, you combine 24 ounces of a salsa. I have two different kinds of salsa. I have Great Value and paste. These are just what I had up in my cabinet. So I'm going to, because I'm doing doubles, I'm just gonna do one at a time so I don't mess up my measurements again. Oh, I'm so weak. There we go. I'm gonna take this and smells really good. Move one of these out of the way. And I'm gonna pour it into this bowl. The whole thing. And then I'm going to fill this up again with water. Not again, but fill it with water. And pour it into the salsa. Mix it around. And then I'm going to pour this on top of the noodles. Like so. I'm gonna do it again with the other one. Make sure all of the sauce covers the noodles. Then I'm going to cover both of them with aluminum foil tightly around the edges. These are going to go into the oven at 350 for 1.5 hours. Okay, I will see you in 1.5 hours. Been an hour and a half. I'm just going to peek in on these. And then we'll do the next step. You see how the noodles are all cooked now? And you can't smell, but it smells delicious. So let's do the next step real quick. For the next step, I need 16 ounces of sour cream per lasagna. This is a 24-ounce container, so I'm just gonna get out what I want. I don't use the whole 16 ounces because we're not real big sour cream people, but it's part of the recipe, and so I try not to skip it. This part, you will need your can of olives and your sour cream. And what you are basically going to do is mix the two to put on top of your lasagna. Now, what you want to do is take your sour cream mixture and put it on top of your lasagna mixture. You can put this on as thick or as thin as you want. Like I said, we're not real big sour cream people, so we don't put it on super thick. The last step is to top it with cheese, which I'm going to do off camera so I can do it a little bit more evenly. Okay, it is all topped with cheese now. I used a whole bag of 8-ounce Mexican style cheddar jack cheese, and now you put this back into the oven uncovered until the cheese is all melty and delicious. Back into the oven for the cheese to get all melty. Now, I did make a second one like I had said all along. I'm gonna leave this one out because this one's going to my sister, so I'm gonna let her put her cheese or put her lasagna in the oven to make it all gooey and delicious looking. So I'm just gonna put the tin back on top of that until she comes and gathers it. Gooey, melty, and delicious. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. There's a lot of ways that you can tweak it and make it a little more healthier. You can leave the cheese off the top, or you can use Greek yogurt instead of the sour cream, or you could even use like ground turkey instead of hamburger. But any way you do it, it always seems to turn out pretty good. So we've done it a couple different ways. So let me know if you try this meal out and if you enjoy it. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and I will try to answer them. I got this recipe from an older lady friend of ours who's passed away several years now. So anyway, I will leave all the instructions down below, and I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!